Hey guys, welcome back to the Fool Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. Just wanted to give you a few of my thoughts after Michigan's 79-69 victory over the Penn State Nittany Lions tonight in Ann Arbor. Michigan improved to 23-3 versus Penn State at home, and 8-1 on the year when they score 70 or more points. So that's pretty cool that way, I guess. Getting some thresholds in there that you score 70 points, you got a pretty good chance to win, at least if you're Michigan. The first half was a pretty good game, really. It was like Michigan kept getting up a little bit, like 5 points, and then 7. Penn State would come back and hit a 3-pointer. And then Michigan would get up like 8, and Penn State would hit a 3-pointer. And it kept just going like back and forth a little bit, never being super tight, but Michigan was never able to really get a big lead till the last like 5-ish minutes. Michigan was able to push it to 9. And at halftime, Michigan had it to 11, well, just before half. Then I would have to say a poorly timed shot by Kobe Buffkin left 4.5 seconds left to go on the clock, and Penn State got the rebound, and they made a half-court shot. Now, do you expect Penn State to hit a half-court shot? Of course not. But I say when you have the ball, you don't want to give them any chance to score points. So you should be taking that shot with 2 seconds to go in the half instead of 4 to 5 seconds to go in the half. Whatever, it is what it is, but an 11-point lead was shrunk down to 8. And from there, Penn State, if that gave them any momentum, I don't know, but they carried that momentum into the second half. Michigan got up again by 11, but then the second half was really, really about the runs. Penn State goes on, I think, an 11-0 run, right? And then Michigan came back and did an 11-0 run of their own, and then Penn State came back and did like a 14-5 run. It's just one, the other. It wasn't like they weren't trading baskets. It was just one team was doing a super run. Then I think Michigan, if I can look, they did 11, or maybe it was like 14-0 run they got. But Penn State came right back and did another run and got the game tight again. And once it was tight the final time, it was nip and tuck really good there. It was like 5 points. Michigan would hit a shot, get 5 points. And then Penn State would come back and get a mismatch, and Pickett would 26 points for Penn State's Pickett, man. He would just come down and get these tough shots. He would hit these little jump shots over, if they did a switch over Hunter Dickinson, or if he kept the ball, he would take it over, Terrence Williams or something. He would just accept the contact and, know right where the defender was and shoot over him, or wait till the defender jumped and jump into him and get the foul calls. So definitely Pickett played an outstanding game. 26 points, just great. But you could tell he was getting tired. He had, towards the end there, he had a couple of those shots and he missed them. They just rolled out. And you could tell players were getting tired. Another indication of getting tired was Hunter Dickinson. He missed like 3 or 4 straight free throws at the end of the game. He did hit some at this clutch. I mean, when the game was more like, extending out to 3 possession lead in the intentional foul in the last minute. So he did get some free throws there. But he was getting tired. He missed 3 free throws at least in a row. Now, a couple big plays here. Michigan was up 72-69. They had the ball about a minute and a half to go. Coach Howard called a play, basically if I was back in my 7th grade basketball, like 1-4. Like, there's one person who takes the ball, and basically everyone else kind of just gives them room. Doug McDaniel got I believe it was a Hunter Dickinson high ball screen at the 3-point-ish line, and just went right to the lane and hit a nice little floater. 3-point became 5 points. And honestly, right there, Michigan's defense tightened up. They didn't give Penn State another point for the rest of the game. It was 72-69. It finished 79-69. So Michigan, from that point on, went on a 7-0 run there. So, just really good job. I mean, most of the Doug McDaniel, that little floater was the big dagger. It's like one of those little floaters. It's like, if this misses, you're like, what kind of a terrible shot was that? But he hits those shots pretty well. So, then Michigan gets some stops and, gets to the free throw line and makes them. But one of the tough parts of the night was the free throw line. At one point, Michigan was shooting 4 out of 10 in the second half from the free throw line. So it was like, when you're really trying to get back in the game, Hunter Dickinson missed 2 in a row. Then the next one, Doug McDaniel missed his first, so it was 3 straight free throws in a row. And Penn State was going on their 11-0 run. Then finally he hit the second one, so the run ended. It was only 11-1 now. Though I'm worried about that in tight games. Michigan's free throw shooting. Obviously, Kobe can hit them pretty well. I will have to say T-Will, he seems to hit his free throws. He's pretty clutch on them that in the last minute. And Jet Howard shoots really well, but you got to get, always a little bit nerve-wracking. If you would have told me that Michigan would come out after losing to Central Michigan last week and play 2 really good defensive effort games and beat Maryland and Penn State, I would be doubtful that would happen because the way they played against Central Michigan. Now, if you read about it, Hunter Dickinson said there was a players-only meeting after the Central Michigan game. Kudos to that. Obviously, they seem to have played very well. Their defensive intensity, again, was very good in this game. You got to give Michigan credit. They got the wins, and they go on to the victory to 3-0 in the Big Ten, 9-5, I think it is now on the season, 9-5. A big matchup coming up at East Lansing on Saturday. That's going to be bitter rivalry, Michigan State. I would have to say my highlight of the night, speaking of bitter rivalry and making me think of bloody scenes, was Hunter Dickinson when he went up and got a nice block, but the free hand I think hit him in the nose. And he went for he was bleeding crazy later, a minute or two later. They thought the bloody nose would stop, it didn't. And there was a loose ball and he dives on the court, and when he gets up, blood is just raining out of his nose. And they had to go to commercial break early. They took the under 12 TV timeout early, which was a really smart move. But there you see him on the bench, and he's just got this bloody smile. And the commentators even said, looked like he was ready for Halloween. It was a couple months back, Hunter, but just that smile, that's the image of the night for me. Is like, you know what? Penn State brought it, and it was a tough game. And really in the second half, it was all about the punches, throwing haymakers back and forth, big runs after big run after big, back and forth. And Michigan ends the game on a 7-0 run and gets the victory, 79-69. So it's encouraging. Again, this game and last game were at home. Hopefully Michigan can play a good effort game. I do feel encouraged that Joey Baker had 9 points in this game. Again, the bench has to get 10-plus points for Michigan to win, and they got 14 tonight. Joey Baker with 9, I think it was 3 3-pointers. Terrace Reed Jr., I don't know if he's junior, but Terrace Reed, he got 5 points, 4 in the first half, and he played really good defense. He was not a liability out there. He even had a steal and a fast break. He got fouled. He hit one of his 2 free throws, which is like his standard 50%. But he played great. So when Hunter was resting in the first half, he got 4 points off the bench. And when Hunter was out with the bloody nose, Terrace Reed filled in and had some defensive prowess, and he did good things. He wasn't a liability, so that's really encouraging to me. You need the bench to step up. You got to get 10-plus points from the bench, and they got that tonight. Good effort overall. You had 4 Michigan Wolverines in double figures. Hunter, 17.6 rebounds. Jet, 14. Doug, 12. Kobe, 14. And I think T-Will finished with 8, and I think they were all in the second half, too. He had like 2 for 3 on 3-pointers. 1 was on the line, so it was really 2. And then the rest were free throws. So when your starting 5 almost gets all 5 in double digits, that's going to be a good recipe for a victory. If Michigan can get 10 from the bench and 3 to 4 people in double figures, they have a good chance of winning. They got to keep that up. That's how they're going to get the wins. Really encouraged by the defensive effort. Really encouraged by the lack of turnovers. I know it was single digits. It might have been. I didn't double check, but I think it was like 3 turnovers for the game. So that's excellent. And Penn State doesn't turn the ball over very much, and Michigan forced them to 4 in the first half. It was probably about 7 or 8. So that's just really good effort defensively. So, positive. Got another win. Another Big Ten win. Sounds good to me. Let's keep it going. Hopefully they'll get the win at East Lansing on Saturday. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any comments, put them in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. Until I see you guys next time. As always, go Blue.